Welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar. I'm Shannon Sommerville. This is Tyler Wiemann, and today we're going to break down your daily fantasy baseball slate. We also have some prop bets for you and our home run calls. But first, how was your 4th?
It was good. It was
nice 4th of July. Did you fire up the barbecue?
Just hung out at home, chilled.
You know what? That's the same I did.
I
went to the beach for a bit, then...
it's hard with having work the next day, so didn't want to get too wild.
We had to come in here for you guys. Today is July 5th. That means it is National Mechanical Pencil Day. Did you have one of those as a kid? It brings back a little nostalgia because I just remember writing with it, and then the eraser was so bad, but it felt really cool to use it. So, it's the trade-offs.
Yeah.
You have
what else
a pencil
we got?
That looks like a pen. National Graham Crackers Day.
This last one's the worst one.
National Workaholics Day.
And that's on the 5th?
Does that really need a day?
On the 5th?
The day after the 4th of July.
Awful.
Yeah, that's because the people that are in the office like us today. All right. So let's take a look at today's slate for today. We've got a few weather notes for you. A lot of spotty showers kind of all over the place. So I'll just run through them really quick. Washington at Philadelphia, 48% chance of rain, 13-mile-an-hour winds blowing out, chance of pregame storms and spotty showers. Keep an eye on it. Texas at Baltimore, 49% chance of rain. Again, a spotty shower situation. Cleveland at Detroit, 88 degrees there, 10-mile-an-hour winds to left center, which sounds great for hitters, but it might be some bad storms south. They could just miss entirely, in which case that would be awesome for hitters, but keep an eye on where that storm system goes. Boston will be 18% chance of rain, 10-mile-an-hour winds to left. Current forecast is pretty much just a really wet game that they end up playing through, but keep an eye on it. St. Louis at Atlanta, 38% chance of rain, but this is just like classic Atlanta summer pop-up storms, nothing to be too concerned about. And Minnesota at Chicago, 71% chance of rain. It might start late, postponement definitely on the table for that one. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below to our channel. Keep up with all the latest that we have to offer here at LineStar, whether it's MMA, football, or baseball, we've got you covered. So be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get into our chalk report for today. We're going to be talking about your pitchers for daily fantasy, the high owned pitchers for today. We're talking Astros righty Luis Garcia going up against the Royals. He 30% owned on DraftKings, 24% owned on FanDuel, and he is LineStar's top projected pitcher for today. Last game, he got the W against the Yankees, just one earned run. That was a home run, but 5.1, 6 strikeouts, pretty solid. What do you like about this play today?
Yeah, Garcia definitely has the highest upside on this slate, and that's really, I think, why ownership is going here. Today, throughout all the pitchers, we're not going to see a ton of upside. Okay. But Garcia's been all right. Mid-4s FIP, 26% K rate. He does have some sketchy StatCast data, 34% hard contact, tons of hard drives, very little soft contact. And then there's a 3.5 implied total. So it's really kind of lowest implied total, highest upside pitcher, whole reason why everybody's going here.
Yeah. Royals, 17th in batting average. Very
decent
pedestrian
matchup.
Numbers. Yeah.
They don't strike out a ton is one thing.
Okay.
But, I mean, Garcia is probably a better pitcher than they are.
Could get the win. Yeah. All right, Blue Jays lefty Yusei Kikuchi going up against the A's today. 26% owned on DraftKings, 17% owned on FanDuel, and he's got a 4.74 ERA, 2.47 opponent average, so pretty pedestrian numbers there. The A's, though, are dead last in batting average and have the 5th highest strikeout rate. Therefore, Kikuchi's a high-owned guy today. Are you going with it?
It's so hard for me to go with him as the high owned just because we've seen him. He's coming off an awful stretch. He had one good start last start, but before that was really getting shelled. And with that good start, still has a 8.8 FIP over the last 5. So he hasn't been good. Oakland also, they're very similar WRC plus wise versus righties or lefties. However, versus lefties, they don't strike out as much. So you don't have quite as much upside when it's a lefty that they're facing. That you
maybe think that you have. Okay.
So, but Kikuchi is allowing 2 home runs per 9. He has had a great K rate of 28% over his last 5. So I do see some upside here. I understand why people are going to it, really just picking up on the Athletics.
Right, exactly. So. How about White Sox righty Michael Kopech going up against the Twins today? He's 26% owned on DraftKings and 9% owned on FanDuel. He's got a 2.78 ERA, 165 opponent average. So solid numbers there. Mm-hmm. He hasn't gotten a win, though, in a month. Because he plays for the White Sox.
He's had a rough month, though.
So, Minnesota, fourth highest average, though, in the last 30 days. So, kind of a tougher matchup for him today. What do you think about this play?
Yeah, and Minnesota has a top 5 WRC plus for the month of June, too. So, Minnesota has been really good. Kopech, meanwhile, he has a mid-3s FIP over his last 20, but his last 5 starts at 4.3 FIP. So, he hasn't been quite as good recently.
Right.
Combined K rate's not bad at 21%. He does allow a lot of fly balls, though. 51% fly balls, 31% hard contact. I think this might be a tough start for Kopech, but again, he is probably one of the better pitchers on the slate.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I would say it's kind of hard to fade him, even though he's in a tough matchup.
All right, well, let's talk about some low-owned guys now, and maybe some places you can find a little bit of leverage. We'll go to Yankees righty Jameson Taillon going up against the Pirates today. Just 15% owned on DraftKings and 13% owned on FanDuel, so relatively low ownership numbers there. 3.32 ERA, 2.63 opponent average. Last outing against the A's, just 3 earned runs and 5 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts. And he picked up the win in that one. What I like here is the Pirates are 28th in batting average. So, while Taillon's numbers aren't like eye-popping, when you, especially, I mean, compared to the Yankees rotation, it's not, especially the strikeout numbers aren't like popping.
Yeah.
But against the Pirates, he has a favorable matchup.
Absolutely. And he would be high owned if he wasn't so expensive. They've really pushed his salary up today. But Pittsburgh's been striking out at insane rates. Over the last month, they're second worst in Ks versus righties at 27.2%. They only have a 78 WRC plus, so they haven't been good outside of striking out either. And Taillon has been decent. He is probably overpriced, but it's a bad offense he's facing, and there is some upside with Pittsburgh's strikeout rate. So I like it.
So worth the money, maybe.
It is.
How about Dodgers righty Mitch White going up against the Rockies today? 22% owned on DraftKings. He's got a 3.93 ERA, 2.29 opponent average. Been good. Hasn't allowed more than 3 earned runs all season, so he's actually been pretty good for them.
He has been good, and he's going to be super low owned on FanDuel too. He got up to 80 pitches last start, so I'd expect him to be able to go a little bit further today, but he's had a 3.9 FIP over his last 20, 3.6 FIP over his last 5. Combined K rate, 20.5%, so it's up there with all the high-owned guys. He has a 5-star alert rating from LineStar today, and Colorado versus righties while away over the month of June was the second worst offense in the league.
Ooh.
65 WRC plus. So it's really a matter, we're picking on Colorado away, and we're going with Mike White there.
Yeah, because I think overall, like over season long numbers are pretty good for the Rockies. So that's where
totally. And
nice insight there.
I kind of wanted to look it up, and I was surprised how bad they've been.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get to our stacks for today. We'll first talk about our high-owned stacks. Phillies versus the Nationals. It's the righty Paulo Espino for them. 2.80 ERA, 2.40 opponent average. But he got shelled last outing by the Pirates. Gave up 4 earned runs, including 2 bombs in just 4 1/3. Generally doesn't go too deep into games either. So I can see why people are attracted to the Phillies today. What about you?
Yeah, and Espino won't pitch very deep into the game. The Washington bullpen is one of the worst bullpens in the league. So it's really not only can you pick on him, you can also pick on the bullpen. But Espino's allowing 46% fly balls, 1.2 home runs per 9. He has a 4 FIP on the year, but a lot of that's been on the bullpen. Over the last 5 starts, he has a 5.4 FIP. So he just hasn't really been good. Philly offense is good, so I would expect some ownership.
Another guy that doesn't go too deep into games, Drew Hutchison for the Tigers. He's going up against the Guardians. Caught myself there. Almost Cleveland Guardians. He's got a 4.81 ERA, 228 opponent average. Last game, 3 earned runs, a home run included. Just 1 strikeouts and 4 2/3 against the Rangers. And like I said, another guy doesn't go deep, so I can see why Guardians are a popular pick today.
Yeah. Should we put another bet on the first person that messes up with Guardians or Commanders?
2 Jello shots?
Yep.
I think those Jello shots are still in the office refrigerator.
I saw that. But anyways, going back to this, it is the best hitting weather of the day in Detroit. Almost 90 degrees. Winds are blowing out. Hutchinson likely won't pitch into the game, but the Detroit bullpen is actually really good. Over the month of June, the bullpen had a 2.99 FIP, which is the lowest in the league by a decent margin. Because of the hitting weather and the starting pitcher, I understand why people are going here. Just be warned if you want to also that the bullpen is good.
All right. How about San Francisco going up against the D-backs? It's the lefty Tyler Gilbert. Tyler's a great name, but he's got a bad ERA. 7.88 ERA, 2.66 opponent average, and righties are hitting him at a 3.26 clip.
Can we disown him from Tyler's? Can we do that? He is allowing 3.9.
You mean he's not on the all-time Tyler team?
He's allowing 3.9 home runs per 9 so far this year. Like, he has been getting shelled.
Yeah.
8.3 FIP, 38% hard contact. And for Gilbert's career, he has been worse away than he is at home. So I think it's probably going to be a long game for him.
Yeah.
And the Giants have a 4.9 implied total.
Yeah, he gave up 6 earned runs, including 2 home runs, to the Reds.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That 3.9 home run number, it is very high, but also it is only 4 games. So
fair enough.
He has 1 bad game, and that number is going to be high.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at some low-owned stacks and see where we can find a little leverage play. Toronto going up against A's righty Adrian Martinez, who has a 6.30 ERA and a 2.82 opponent average. Just 2 games, though, so not a lot to go off of. Last time out against the Mariners, he did give up 7 earned runs, 2 home runs, in just 4 and 2/3 of an inning. So do you like the Blue Jays today?
I do. So Martinez hasn't been good in the minors either.
Okay.
He's came up and he's been meh at best here. He did his first start was decent, but then he absolutely got shelled. And so far he's given up 65% fly balls. And then if you're going to face the Blue Jays, that's not very good. You add in that of his batted balls, 17% are getting barreled. So that's another high number. He has there's a 4.7 implied total for the Blue Jays. The only thing going for Martinez is the ballpark.
Exactly.
Which it's in Oakland.
It's about the only thing.
Yeah.
Well, let's take the Astros. Going up against the Royals, it's the righty Zach Greinke on the hill for them. He's got a 4.38 ERA, 2.68 opponent average. Righties, that goes up to about 2.76. One of the things I did note, Jose Altuve crushes him. 3.85 average against him in 26 at-bats. Just saying. But, Greinke's been better over the last few starts. But the Astros, I looked it up, they have the highest ISO of any team over the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not a team you want to face.
They've been crushing the ball. And over the last month, versus righties, Houston and Toronto are tied with the top in the league at WRC+. Greinke's coming off 2 good starts, but he still has a 5.9 FIP over his last 5. Right. So, yes, he had 2 good starts, but before that he had 3 bad ones. And that's kind of what we've seen. We obviously know Greinke's at the tail end of his career. And then to add into that, also the KC bullpen isn't good. It's bottom 10 over the last month with 4.5 FIP. And Houston is hitting 280 and 55 plate attempts off Greinke.
Nice. So some great plays there. As always, you can find everything we talked about today on the LineStar app, linestarapp.com. Check it out. And remember to sign up for your subscription right now. Prices do go up around football season. Right now, it's just $19.99 per month. That goes up to $29.99 per month for football season. However, still a great deal. Best value you'll find out there in the market. So check it out, linestarapp.com. Now it's time for our sleeper pick of the day. All right, so our sleeper play for the day, he is the best value for both DraftKings and FanDuel. If we go to the LineStar app and sort by value, the highest value is Jordan Luplow going up against Alex Wood today. He's only $2,100 on DraftKings, and yeah, I know he's got a 171 ERA, but 934 OPS versus left-handed pitching. He had a double yesterday. He was 2 for 4 the day before, and he was batting leadoff yesterday. If we take a look at his player card, you can see that he has a 4.5-star alert, and you can see exactly the reasons why LineStar is really liking him today. Batting first, top 10% hitter versus left-handed pitchers with a 2.36 fantasy point per plate appearance, which is great. And Chase Field, pretty hitter friendly. He scored 8.5 fantasy points the past 2 games. And so some great numbers there for Jordan Luplow. So nice little value play. Your sleeper pick for the day. You like that one?
I do.
Yeah, going up against the lefty Alex Wood. Normally I wouldn't advise going against the Georgia Bulldog, but in this case, you can't beat the price.
Yeah, and I mean, Wood is a good pitcher, but he can be hit, and Luplow has had some good success, and our system has liked him a lot over the last couple weeks. So,
and if you want more information like this awesome projections and all your value plays, you can get LineStar today, linestarapp.com. Go check it out. All right, now it's time for our home run calls of the day. Tyler, I'm going for 3 in a row.
Yeah,
okay?
you are. Let's get it.
Let's get it today. Where are you headed for your home run call first?
I am going to Oakland for a Springer dinger. I want a George Springer home run. He crushes righties, and Martinez is giving up a 625 slugging to righties. 13 of Springer's 15 home runs have come off righties. I think he's going to make it 14 today.
I saw him on the projections today. And
he was high up on the daily matchup. Yep.
Like that play. I'm going Freddie Freeman. This is a lefty bat going up against Rockies righty German Marquez, who has the 5th highest home run per 9 rate in baseball right now. And Freeman's significantly better versus righties. He's got a 313 average, 514 slugging against them. And over the last 15 days, he's been on fire. 351 average with 4 home runs. Give me a free bomb? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. It's not as nice as a Springer dinger.
No, it's not.
We got to work on that one.
Hey, 3 in a row, though.
Who do you have for your home run call? Be sure to drop it in the comments below. Retweet us on Twitter for a chance to win a prize with that, either straight cash or a free LineStar subscription. So let us know who you got for your home run call. And now it is time for our prop bet of the day. Here we are going to prize picks and just picking out some nice props. If Tyler and I both hit it, that means one of our commenters on YouTube will get $60 in cash, which is awesome.
Straight cash, homie.
All you have to do, click the like button. Be sure that you are subscribed to the channel and then comment below. Anything. Little smiley face, thumbs up, whatever you want. Let us know who you're picking. And like I said, if we both get it, you win. So for our prop bets for today, Tyler, where are you going?
I'm going to stay with the Blue Jays like I do with my home run call, but I'm going to go Vladdy Guerrero Jr. over 1.5 bases. On your normal sports book, it is at plus 105. He is also on both Prize Picks and Underdog at 1.5. But Vlad has hit this in 4 of the last 5, and he faces Adrian Martinez, who's allowing a 993 OPS to righties. I think Vlad's going to hit this today. Vladdy Daddy,
let's go. All right, I'm going Nolan Arenado over 1.5 bases. He's going up against Braves righty Ian Anderson, and he's got a 5.31 ERA, and righty bats are hitting him at a 3.08 clip. Arenado, well, he's a righty bat who's better actually against righties. He has a 2.96 average against them. And okay, Tyler, you want to talk about July fireworks? Last 7 days, Arenado is batting .440 with 3 home runs. Give me Nolan Arenado over 1.5 bases. There we go.
I like it.
Remember, you can tail our picks at Prize Picks. We'll drop the link below. Be sure to sign up. If you are a new user and you subscribe there and put at least $10 in your deposit, guess what? They will match your deposit up to $100. So just be sure to use the link below. And yeah, free money. Who can go wrong? That's it for today. Nice, getting over the
Gotta
cobwebs
get back in the
off
swing of it,
Gotta get back into it here.
It's crazy that it's already July.
We're getting in on the All-Star break
It's
soon.
only a couple weeks away. Then we have August. Football's in full swing towards the end of it. Oh, man. Sports are heating up.
Oh, here we go. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Bye.